Hey guys, welcome to This Week in Horror, a weekly show on the Morbidly Beautiful YouTube channel where I, Nightmare Maven, give you the latest headlines in the horror community, in the horror sphere. Ooh, the horror sphere, I like that. So let's get right into it. As we start off every show, I'm gonna tell you the birthdays and death days we will be celebrating and honoring this week. So first up, on April 23rd, you can say happy birthday to Jamie King, who has starred in horror productions such as the My Bloody Valentine remake, which is My Bloody Valentine 3D, and also the horror remake slash not really a remake, Silent Night. On April 24th, the late and great Michael Parks would have been celebrating his birthday today. He has starred in genre productions such as Tough. And then on April 25th, you can say happy birthday to Sarah Paxton, who has starred in productions such as The Innkeepers and The Last House on the Left remake. On April 27th, it is Sally Hawkins' birthday. She recently made waves. As the lead in The Shape of Water. And then on April 28th, my girl Carolyn Jones would have been celebrating her birthday. She has so many production credits to her name. She did play a small role in the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but she is hands down most well known for her role as Morticia Addams in the original Addams Family television series. Now on to the death days for the week. On April 25th in history, we lost Bobby Boris Pickett, who wrote the Monster Mash, and who doesn't love the Monster Mash? Seriously, if you encounter anybody that says they don't like the Monster Mash, run away. Run far, far away. On April 26th in history, we lost Jonathan Demme, who famously directed Silence of the Lambs, which was a groundbreaking, I don't care what anybody says, horror film. It is a horror film, no matter what anybody tells you. And it famously won the Big Five at the Oscars. Also on April 26th, we lost Jack Valenti, which isn't a horror name, but I thought I would throw that in there because he came up with the movie rating system for the MPAA that we are all familiar with today. And on April 29th in history, we lost horror and thriller director icon Alfred Hitchcock. All right, so the first piece of news for this week is unfortunately a sad piece of news. It was recently announced that Starz has canceled its Ash vs. the Evil Dead series after lackluster ratings, unfortunately. Piece of news broke as star Bruce Campbell tweeted, "Ash vs. Evil Dead has been the ride of a lifetime. Ash Williams was the role of a lifetime. I will always be grateful to Starz, Sam Raimi, and Rob Tapert and our tireless fans for the opportunity to revisit the franchise that launched our careers. Thank you." And this was tweeted with a picture of Bruce as Ash, with a little caption on the picture that says Ash has left the building. Super sad tweet, and definitely the finality of Mr. Campbell's words makes it seem like there are no plans for him to return to the character of Ash anytime soon. It is sad that it has to end like that, but you know, we're all a little heartbroken. We're just gonna have to take some time to mourn. All right, second piece of news for the week. Conjuring spin-off movie The Nun that is supposed to be hitting theaters later this year. But already we have a new Conjuring film that has been dated for release July 3rd, 2019. I know. That's like pretty much just becoming the Marvel of the horror genre, no? Like we have like all the superhero fans, like comic book fans, have like the DC universe and the Marvel universe. We have the Conjuring universe. So there hasn't been any news yet as to what this 2019 Conjuring movie is gonna be about, but most people are speculating it's either going to be a third Conjuring film, so The Conjuring 3, or another spin-off with the Crooked Man. Although I am just gonna go ahead and guess that it's gonna be Conjuring 3. Because I feel like the most recent ones we got were Conjuring spin-offs, because we had Annabelle Creation, and then we have The Nun this year. I feel like it's gonna be The Conjuring 3. That's just my guess. All right, and moving on to some more horror TV series news. You guys may or may not have known that Sci-Fi is going to bring back reboot their Tremors TV series. They did do a TV series for Tremors back in like 2003 or something like that. This news has been floating around for a while though, especially since it was announced that Kevin Bacon was going to come back for the TV series to reprise his role, which is awesome. Especially since he wasn't in any of the Tremors sequels or anything like that, so fans are really excited about that. So it's been rumored that Fred Ward may also come back to reprise his role alongside Kevin Bacon for this series. Although this is just a very loose rumor, nothing has been confirmed yet. And this comes from a tweet from Doctor Who director Richard Clark, who upon hearing the news about the Tremor TV series tweeted, "Universal shooting 8-part TV Tremors this summer with Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward. I'm begging to direct. Script's a lot of fun." Personally, I would love to see the pair of them come back. It just wouldn't feel the same if it was just one of them. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, next piece of news is some more Halloween news. So you guys probably saw it as soon as it dropped, it was all over the internet. The newest poster for the Halloween movie has made huge waves because it shows the mask. So everyone's talking about how they feel about the mask now that we've seen it in the poster. So that's exciting. We also have some more exciting news from Jamie Lee Curtis, who was talking about the new film recently in an interview with Yahoo. So she was promoting the movie with Yahoo and she was talking about what she has seen of the film so far in a quote where she says, "I've seen a trailer and I've seen some footage and it's terrifying. They went full tilt boogeyman, and I've never said that in my life, and I will say full tilt boogeyman for the rest of the year as I go around talking about this." Again, kind of like the last piece of news with Jason Blum talking about the rough cut of the movie. Obviously she's involved with the project, so of course she's not gonna shit talk it. But the one little phrase in here that's got me really excited is when she says full tilt boogeyman. I don't know what that means, but it's got me really excited to see the movie. So in the last headline for this week, I have some Stranger Things news. Everybody loves Stranger Things, and recently we've gotten some announcements as to some new characters that are going to be popping up in the upcoming series. The most recent announcement coming from Netflix's Chief Content Officer, Ted Sarandos, hopefully I said that right, recently made an announcement where he told us that Carrie Elwes and Jake Busey were going to have parts in Stranger Things Season 3. More than that, he gave us some details on the characters they were going to be playing. According to Sarandos, Elwes is going to be playing Mayor Klein, who is, quote, "your classic 80s politician, more concerned with his own image than with the people of the small town he governs," end quote. And we have Jake Busey, who's going to be playing Bruce, who is, quote, "a journalist for the Hawkins Post with questionable morals and a sick sense of humor," end quote. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how those characters play into the series and what even the plot of Season 3 is gonna be, seemingly, as a lot of the big action that Season 1 and 2 were all about has kind of ended. That's the most vague way I can say it for anybody out there that still hasn't seen Stranger Things. Right, so that's all the headlines I have for you this week. If there's anything I missed, please let me know in the comments section down below. As always, you can find more horror news and goodness over at morbidlybeautiful.com. Until next week, I'm your host and I'm your Maven. Stay strange.